We just finished up a event planner and creative networking event. Want to create a space for two very collaborative niches of groups of people to congregate with each other, which I think a lot of these events don't really focus on that. And that's what we did here today at Seismique, a venue that has a lot of space with a lot of room for creativity and events. As a fellow creative and a fellow event planner who does both jobs, I would like to find other people who do the other side of the job, and I know there are other people out there who are doing the same. I brought this up earlier that, event planners, they typically are all type A, and it's great to connect with other type A people who can operate on that same wavelength. Since we understood exactly the type of people that were coming into this event, we used Reunio and leveraged its ability to provide compatibility matching. So you go into the app and choose a feature where you identify with one of the niches, and you can then choose which niches you want to network with. And since we knew that we were going to have creatives, event planners, entrepreneurs, general professionals, and even hospitality operators in here, some of them might not want to talk to somebody that's in a redundant position. So Reunio was really helpful in helping us organize that. Seismique is a venue that I've been working with for about the past 45 days, and it's a massive space, and they have different compartments that offer different activation opportunities. And when you're a venue, you can't program 30 events, but you can find 30 creatives. So ultimately, we wanted to host this event and get these creatives and event planners in here, see the space, see what ideas they come up with. Even if they don't get a chance to host their next event or shoot their next piece of content here, they can give us ideas that we then can use to activate internally. So one of the things with venues is when it comes to marketing, you only have one channel. So I'm really big about venues really working with other people with online brands and online distribution channels. I myself am a great case study here at Seismique because this event that we had today was only pulled off because I have my own additional channels. Seismique didn't make a single post about this. And I think that this is a great opportunity for people with distribution channels like myself, turn that into a product and partnership opportunity with brick and mortar places versus purely trying to make online content creation opportunities for yourself. I think there are in-person experiences that we can be leveraging. And so Seismique, of course, with the multiple compartments that make it great, it also allows for enhanced experiences. Of course, you have an indoor golf spot, you have an immersive museum that you walk through. It takes about 20-30 minutes to walk through. They have a patio where you can set up different food trucks as you run food festivals or even workouts. They have a stage set up outside. They have a bar that connects the inside to outside. So as an event planner, I like looking for all these different features that can help me provide an enhanced experience to my community. And when it comes to planning, you have a venue like Seismique that has the team infrastructure to help you pull off the event execution versus if you're an event planner and now you have to go find these people who are competent and then pay them from your own overhead, which reduces the profitability and the opportunities for it to be a success. So I think having the team in place as well as the enhanced activities is why Seismique could be a great opportunity for event planners and creators. Anytime you go to an event, you're hoping to connect with people and you don't get a chance to talk to everyone. Obviously, we had an app that really facilitated 7 to 8 different connections, but a lot of people that are at this event, they're also following the brand online or engaged with us in an email chain. And by us capturing media highlight opportunities, now we can showcase some of specific people we had at the event tonight, and now we can broadcast that to everybody. So some of the people didn't get a chance to touch, you now get a chance to still talk about what you do, and it opens up the opportunity for collaboration for people who find compatibility. People don't have at least one video that explains who they are and what they do, and that's something that I stand on. And that's ultimately what the media spotlight does too. So even beyond the event and getting exposure to the attendees here, that video is something that just does well for them to their online audience and just explaining to their friends, cousins, and coworkers like, yo, I have a candle making business. I just launched a beverage brand. Because nowadays people have been using social media and they're talking in dance jingles and hieroglyphics when really it's just like, you gotta sit down on the camera and tell people what you do. And sometimes it's better to do that when you have somebody across from you giving you questions. So with this event, just like with all the speed networking events that we host using the Rio app, we also like to have a question prompt which kind of guides the attendees on the topic right in the moment. Because when you have 5 minutes, sometimes it's like, so who are you? What do you do? At least now it's like, what's your question? What's your question? And it can be a softball approach. So definitely understanding the type of people we have with the event, creators, event planners, entrepreneurs, understanding that talking about the creative process, talking about the challenges with the business, these are things that kind of can be niche agnostic, based on whoever you're talking to, there can still be some value exchange. So when I create the questions, I try to think about that in mind. How can this be applicable to anybody who has it or is answering it? So I draw inspiration from the most random sound bites that just stick with me. Like there's been people I've met at a bar 3 years ago. I never saw them again, but they said one thing that stuck with me. And over the past couple of weeks, I've been really getting around the word discipline and grit, and understanding how to really just follow through on what you say you're going to do. And so one person said discipline is just a series of promises that you keep to yourself. And another person today said discipline is you keeping your future self well-being at the priority of your mind. So those are two things that really stuck with me. And when it comes down to executing discipline, making sure that you stay binded to the definition of it all is really what helps you stay consistent with everything. Being an event planner, entrepreneur, and creative, things can get out of hand very quickly. So having the discipline to start your day is something that can bleed over into how your work is organized. Because if your bed's not made up, there's going to be certain things missing from your event inventory. These things all play hand in hand. And so when you're pulling up to certain projects, making sure you didn't forget the microphone cord so that way you can capture a sound bite, making sure you follow up with this person who had an idea, making sure you build out the full framework for how this project is going to plan out, all those things pair up. So I think discipline is a muscle that worked out, and you need to make sure you use it at the basic levels to have it at the business levels. Right now, my favorite projects are competitions. I like to see people put everything on the line and let them see other people do it and watching them grow as a result of them both seeing it. So appreciative of that process is art. So if you're somebody out there and you have a brand or you have a business, let's create a competition around it. Okay. And turn it into an event and turn it into marketing.